Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program, lawmakers weigh in on McCoy's allegations.
Din ako mismo ang nag-i-scan ng code na ito sa tato ni Bongo, kaya tinitiyak ko po sa inyo na may dragon tato siya, pati na rin si Paulo Duterte.
With some questioning his credibility, motive, and the timing of his revelation.
Black propaganda, malicious, panahon ng eleksyon, kanya-kanyang siraan.
Would be a bombshell from the way I look at it. Meron sila mga pinakita sa akin na, I'll show you, basta I'm still asking for some documents.
Also, it's the final stretch of the campaign season. Administration bets for the Senate dominate recent surveys. But will this also mean victory for them? Re-electionist Senator Koko Pimentel III joins us live. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb. Senators say they are open to investigating the claims of McCoy, the man behind the online video series, Ang Totoong Narco List. This after a man named Peter Advincula faced the media and claims that he is a controversial hooded figure. However, the Senate set some conditions before Advincula could testify, as they do a background check on him. Also, it's the last few days of campaign before Decision Day, the midterm elections, with the back-to-back endorsements of President Rodrigo Duterte and his daughter, Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte. Our administration Senate bets confident that they can dominate the senatorial race. Let's go straight to the source of this story. Re-election is Senator Koko Pimentel III. Senator, thank you for giving us your time. I know it's been...
Thank you for inviting me, Pinky.
Yeah, you have how many days left?
4 na lang yata.
Pagod ho ba kayo, sir?
Okay lang, kaya pa.
Kaya pa. All right, a lot to talk about though. Let's start with McCoy, sir. Peter Advincula, he came out a week before the midterm elections. What are your thoughts on him? And you have already Senator Ping Lacson saying that he's open to a hearing on this on Friday.
Yes, but the conditions are correct, that there should be conditions. Number one, he should execute an affidavit to hold him liable, ha? Kasi ganun yun, kasi some people are after free publicity. There are people like that. So, and then, beyond your words, what are your evidence? So, dapat ganun. And so, in effect, there must be some preliminary convincing of senators that this is going somewhere. Because if it is not going to go anywhere, and it's just an utter or complete waste of time, why waste the time?
What would convince you that it's not a waste of time?
Number one, the sworn statement, the story in the sworn statement must itself be credible given human experience. The number two, well, aside from the words of that person, who could be an imaginative person, di ba? Pwedeng he's a good storyteller. Is there any documentary proof of what you're saying? Especially since sabi niya na he kept records.
Yeah, mga account numbers.
Labas niya, but it should not be paper which could just be made over a desktop publishing. So,
Senator, right now, are you convinced that there could be some sort of credibility in his testimony?
No, I'm not convinced. If he claims to be the hooded person in the video, I've watched all the 5 videos. This is an incredible story. Tapos dinagdagan pa niya na scanning a tattoo. Can that even be done?
How do you scan a tattoo?
You scan a tattoo. So, I mean, ganun. So, para sa akin, but I will respect the chairman of the Senate committee, which wants to investigate that committee on public order. So, and the conditions are reasonable. Dapat ganun.
But if the conditions are met, for example, I know Senator Ping Lacson wants an affidavit from Peter Advincula. If he submits this, just for the sake of argument, will you show up?
Wala, no, I will not show up.
Because?
I'm convinced it's an utter waste of time. I've seen the video, and I've seen also the analysis of some people of the documents shown on video that There's even a signature, a purported signature, and then another signature here, which is a mirror image of the signature to the left, and then and then a signature which has been cut by a superimposition of a band or a word. So wala na, bagsak na po agad sa video pa lang. And if he claims to be the one testifying on video, wala na po yun. It's an utter waste of time.
Would you say that it's an utter waste of time for you because you are an administration candidate?
No, because I am objective. I watch it with an open mind.
You won't be charged for watching all 5 series.
No, because I was preparing myself for if I were asked to comment.
Why were you watching it, all 5?
To comment, because media sometimes ask you to comment on the, so I watched all 5.
So, kung sinasabi niyo kasi utter waste of time, why did you watch 1, 2, 3,
to know,
4, 5?
To be convinced that it's an utter waste of time to conduct a formal investigation, waste the time of the Senate.
All right, but what's happening, sir, is I think the Senator Ping Lacson, wants to hold this on Friday. And reports are saying that Peter Advincula wants to do this after the elections, to which Senator Ping Lacson tweeted that, it makes him, this is just my, well, let's put that up on the screen. On McCoy's decision to testify after the elections, he cannot dictate on the committee. The senator is saying, truth is never time-bound. He can't be spontaneous. Ibig lang daw sabihin nito ay, the logical conclusion is, he has not yet weaved his lies. Do you agree, sir?
Yeah, and he has already fulfilled this mission. And the mission is to get this out to the public. So,
do you believe he's the hooded man behind the video?
I don't care. Basta the hooded man is not to be believed, and this man who held a one-man press conference is also not to be believed.
Why do you think Senator Ping Lacson even thought about hearing his testimony if he submits an affidavit on Friday?
I think it's more than just an affidavit. He also wants proof. Affidavit plus proof. Kasi you have to go beyond the words. Because a good storyteller, an imaginative person and who is brave enough to face a perjury charge, can execute an affidavit.
Yeah, in fact, I think that's what the senator was saying. So, it could be in aid of legislation for possible, perjury in the event that perjury is.
Ganyan din naman turo sa akin ng tatay ko eh.
Ano ba?
Senator Nene Pimentel, gano'n na bago ka mag-imbestiga, because may nagkwento sa'yo,
Alamin mo.
require him to execute a sworn statement. And then if the story, if the narration mentions some documents, or some of the acts there or information there should be documented, require the production of the documents.
But there were bank account numbers in the Ang Totoong Narco List. Isn't that something that you want to look into, possibly ask the AMLAC to look into that?
But yung tanong, totoo bang bank account numbers yun?
Yeah, but how will you know? How would you know?
Then he should provide at least the basics. Not a printout. Because he should know, hindi ba? Siya nagsasabi na, ganito ako ka-detail, nandiyan lahat ng mga bank account numbers. So, give us some genuine bank document na related to the account.
But how would he have the genuine bank document, sir?
Why did he have that information? Deposit slips. Diba?
Pwede yun. All right.
Ganun dapat, pero I'm telling you, from what I have seen, and if it's only to repeat what was stated in the video, it will be an utter waste of time. This is just black propaganda, and magdi-disappear na yan because he has fulfilled this mission.
Paano po yung IBP naman? We had IBP yesterday, the incoming president, and I asked him point blank, sabi ko, do you feel you're used? Sabi niya, quite, no? Parang nagamit daw sila. They're still investigating kung paano daw napunta si Peter Advincula sa kanila. So what are your thoughts on this, sir?
And then, by allowing the premises to be used for an on-the-spot press conference, medyo nagamit pong IBP. And then, of course, merong lawyer-client privilege. You're not even required to divulge your client, but hindi pa nga nila client. Si client ang nag-divulge sa sarili niya.
Who's behind this?
I don't know.
I
I was busy campaigning, so I do not know.
Can you venture a guess on who could possibly be behind it?
After the investigation na siguro.
Okay, just very quickly before we go on a break, sir, si Rodel Jaime naman, prior to Bicoy showing up, we spoke to the DOJ Undersecretary Perete. Sabi niya, how can we investigate this kung yung hooded man ay hindi man lang nagpapakita doon sa video? Hence, nagpakita eventually si Bicoy. But let's just go to Rodel Jaime, inciting to sedition complaint charge filed against Rodel Jaime. Is that right, sir?
Well, I will not go into the substance of the charge, but definitely cyber libel could be filed against the hooded person and the person who uploaded the video.
But he said that, this is Rodel, sir, he's saying that he did not upload the video. Wala daw siyang kinalaman sa pag-upload ng video. Siya lang daw ang may...
Yeah, but he also, I think, was
Created a website.
Created a website
Yeah.
where it was uploaded. So, and the assumption is he has control over the website he created and registered under his name. So, let him disprove the
But you're saying cybercrime, sir. It's inciting to sedition, they say now, in relation to the cybercrime law.
Kaya nga, because that's a very, very special provision yan. But kung pasok siya dyan o hindi, I cannot comment now. But sa cyber libel, it's very clear. So, he has to now defend himself because tama naman yun. Who else will be charged? Number one, the hooded person or the person doing the narration, person or persons who made the video, person or persons who uploaded, and who made the uploading possible, the person who registered the website.
Except those who...
Siya na mag-testify na I surrendered the control of the website to some other person. And the next question is that believable? Yun na.
Is it true? All right, we'll be taking a short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, re-election is Senator Koko Pimentel III, rather. Sir, I just want to ask about, issues that have been hounding the headlines as well. The West Philippine Sea, Pag-asa Island, Panatag Shoal, writ of kalikasan. Sir, paano ho ba moving forward? What can government do? Aside from, I know that the bilateral consultations are ongoing. Ano ho ba dapat talagang gawin?
Well, exhaust all diplomatic means. And then number two, but we should continue to act. If we claim territory, we as a state, we continue to act in accordance with our claim that is our territory. So yung mga writ of kalikasan issued by the Supreme Court, tama yun, because that's part of Philippine territory.
Yeah, you believe that.
So yeah, and then we just have to enforce our court orders. So, but but if it has some international consequences or ramifications, then we have to exhaust diplomatic means. Wala kasing, sinasabi ko pa ulit-ulit, although we may have a ruling from an international tribunal, in the world stage, wala pong international sheriff or international police force.
I guess my question, sir, is, kulang ba ang ginagawa ng gobyerno?
Ay, hindi naman kulang. Okay na to, because according to our DFA secretary, we have been sending
notes
verbal and protest, diplomatic protest.
And yet our fishermen can still fish in Panatag Shoal, and yet you have Pag-asa Island, you have Chinese militia vessels circling the island 275, and yet you think we're doing enough?
Yeah, because we have to exhaust diplomatic means. Beyond that, we should not even think about it. Beyond what the international treaties provide on how countries deal with each other.
Okay. Chinese-only businesses, you had a reaction on this. Also, madagdag ko lang, Senator Ping Lacson as well. Sir, what is happening dito sa Pilipinas? Because lumalabas daw itong mga Chinese-only businesses.
Well, the rule is very simple. Filipinos cannot discriminate inside the Philippines. So, tayo nga, hindi pwedeng mag-discriminate sa foreigners. And what is happening now, and I think this is a fact already, confirmed by various news reports, we have foreign-owned businesses discriminating against Filipinos. When they limit their clientele to their own citizens, then that's discriminating Filipinos within the Philippines. So, Pwede ba yan? Papayag ba tayo niyan kung tayo nga bawal mag-discriminate sa ibang tao sa loob ng Pilipinas, mga dayuhan sa loob ng Pilipinas nagdi-discriminate sa atin. So that is also violation of the constitutional provision on non-discrimination.
Why are they doing it to us, sir, in our own country?
Yeah, so why are they getting permits? So we have to go back to local government units. So the Constitution, the non-discrimination policy in the Constitution is read into all government permits. So the LGUs, in the places where these are alleged to be ongoing, should now double-check. Padala kayo doon ng tao nyo. Nakakain sa restaurant. Kung tinaboy o tinanggi, then therefore that's discrimination. Then you have to now revoke the permit.
But sir, ang ano ho talaga nito, local government units, sila ho ba talagang
Kasi mas alam nila yung
responsibility dito? Okay.
Pero the point is, umabot na sa amin sa taas, sa national level. That means merong inaction sa LGU. So LGU should now that the national level is reacting, LGU should now be proactive.
Is this also happening because of our friendlier ties with China, sir?
Hindi siguro because I don't think this is limited to Chinese-owned.
Do you have any other
baka
reports
merong
of
ibang
Chinese-owned?
nationalities.
Have you heard of any,
No,
sir?
wala. Pero baka kasi if that's possible for Chinese-owned, then how about the other nationalities may also do it? So let LGUs be proactive. Check the business establishments in your area.
Senator, let me just ask you this. If there are, yung lumalabas po kasi sa social media, yung pangalan ng restaurant, for example, in Chinese characters, hindi natin maintindihan kasi hindi English. Tama ho ba yun?
Mali.
Pag ang resibo, in Chinese, walang Filipino or English.
Pati menu yata. Oh.
Mali din yun.
Mali din yun.
Is there anything in the law that says that's wrong?
Well, the Consumer Act should come into play. Yeah.
All right.
Because the consumer must understand what is being bought and what is being sold.
Hindi nga natin maintindihan.
no?
So dapat mali. So dapat nandun din ang DTI. Tama ho ba?
But in the first place, bakit
Local
nagkaroon ng
government
permit to operate?
Yeah. Okay, all right. How many days you have until Saturday to campaign, sir?
Yes,
Ilang
until
araw na
12
lang?
midnight of May 11.
It's at Saturday, so until 12
Saturday,
midnight
yes.
of Saturday, sir. The latest Pulse Asia survey puts you you ranked a little better, from my understanding,
Yes,
from the last time. You are number, I think 10.
Number
sir.
10, yeah,
10
number
ka.
10, yeah.
Pero yung 10 na yan is 10 to 14. Pero
Given the margin of error, tama yan.
plus minus 3, sir.
Yes.
Pero nauna kayo kasi syempre may
Yes.
awareness and vote for. Medyo mas mataas kayo doon po sa tatlo. What's causing this rise for you?
The bounce, yeah. I actually bounced bounced up. No? So, because for 40 days, we have already a 90-day campaign. For the first 40 days, I had no ads, no TV ads. So, mahal kasi masyado.
Yes, sir. That's the complaint of a lot of people.
Mahal masyado, and I think we have to revisit this because I talked to a person a non-politician who plays ads before the campaign period. And he told me that the ad rates before the campaign period are lower than the ad rates during the campaign period, which is wrong. The purpose of the discount is for political candidates to have a discount from the normal rates given before the campaign period, because that is supposed to be a discount in the name of promoting democracy, that your candidates are able to explain their program of government. So something is wrong, and we will have to revisit this after elections.
So revisit exactly what, sir?
Why the system seems to have been gamed or circumvented, because the rate before the election period is the rate where you give the discount, not that the rates are brought up and then a discount is given, hence the final amount is still more than the rate before the election, which is wrong, totally wrong.
But are you still for campaign ads, sir? Because naalala ko during the time of your father, wala naman talagang campaign ads. And it's a double-edged sword, I would say.
We need it now that the population has increased to more than 100 million and the voting population is more than 60 million.
60 million, yes, sir.
Hindi na kaya. We
really need
to tap mass media, but we need to put a cap on spending. Yun na. So number of minutes pwede na rin. So there are two safeguards, no? Number of minutes or exposure, we put a cap. And then the total spending, we put a cap. So that running for public office will not be a money contest.
Money-making, ano?
Money contest.
Yeah.
Payamanan.
Pagka mas marami kang pera, mas marami kang ad, mas makikilala ka. And your chances are possibly bigger. Sir, are you confident with this latest ranking of yours? And bakit, look at that. That's Senator Koko, Senator Bam. Below you, humahabol din po si Senator Mar Rojas, Secretary Mar Rojas. Bakit ho parang nahihirapan yung mga incumbent at yung mga dating senador, sir?
Because that is the mix. The mix, those are the candidates. Incumbent senators, 7. Returning senators, 7. And then there are 4 strong candidates. So yun talaga. So that's the mix. And I'm happy with this bounce because that is the latest trajectory. So maybe because the survey is a snapshot of that particular period when the survey was taken.
I think that is April 10 to 14, right? We'll be taking another short break. We'll be right back. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, re-election is Senator Koko Pimentel III. Sir, are you confident makakapasok kayo sa Magic 12?
Yes.
Pasok ka?
Well, that's what we hope for and what we will work for.
Yeah. How many opposition senators do you think can make it sa Magic 12?
If we go by the surveys, given the margin of error, maximum of 2.
2, okay.
And possible na 0.
Let's look at that. I just want to discuss that with you. Let's start with the 12-0, sir. If that's a 12-0 na pasok in favor of obviously the administration, ang matitira pong opposition senators, 4 na lang.
Yes.
What does that say about the possible independence if the independence of the Senate is questioned?
It will still be an independent Senate. Actually, before, meron nang Senate na only 1 opposition and it was still an independent Senate. So now that mayroong built-in na 4 dyan who were not up for re-election, it will still be an independent Senate.
At the best case scenario that you were saying, let's say, sir, 2 ang makapasok, so that's going to be 6 opposition senators in the event that 2 actually make it.
If they make it, magiging 6. The same number as right now.
Senator, if you win, I mean, if pasok pa ho kayo sa Magic 12, what would your priorities be at the Senate?
Well, as a lawyer, it's time to really improve our justice system. So the speed of the processes in court and in other judicial proceedings or quasi-judicial proceedings, the corruption allegations must be addressed.
How do you intend to do that, sir?
Well, be an active oversight. People can run to your legislator so that Congress can also check on the judiciary. And then the jails, which are congested, must be addressed. The solution is not to enforce our laws because we believe in rule of law. Kung may batas, it must be enforced. And if it leads to arrests, then we just have to address now our jails, make them more spacious because these are still human beings. No? They deserve to be held under circumstances which uphold the dignity of man. And then,
humane conditions.
Yeah, humane conditions. Yeah. And then, of course, jobs, create more jobs. Ang nakita kong solution dyan, because now I'm the chair of the Committee on Trade, Commerce, and Entrepreneurship, we must be business-friendly. Hayaan natin ang negosyo, lalo na yung mga maliliit na negosyo, padaliin natin ang pagtatag ng maliliit na negosyo because pag may negosyo, may trabaho. So, the national government must have business-friendly policies as well as the local government, especially for small businesses.
But isn't that the program of the President and even Senator Mig Zubiri?
Ipagpatuloy. So, for example, kunyari, ang kalaban ay 5-6 kasi wala silang access to credit. Ang informal access nila would be to 5-6 lenders.
Yeah.
So, dapat, the government should have a program. And I have a proposal, yung pondo sa pagbabago, yung P3, I have a bill pending now, discussion in the Senate. The government should now have a program to now compete with the 5-6 and offer better terms and be fairer.
So paano yung 5-6? Gaano ka bababa po yung sa 5-6?
Dapat nga mawala ang 5-6 because 5-6 is 20%, di ba?
Right.
So, yung proposal nga sa bill ko, 2.5%.
I see. All right. Well, Senator, we thank you for your time, and I know it'll be crazy and very hectic the next couple of days for you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat. Thank you to Senator Koko Pimentel III. Thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.